Nah, dude, this nigga trying to go first sermon. This shit don't make no sense, man.
I'm
You trying
just
to go first
saying, bro.
sermon?
Wake your ass up.
Man, I be sleep,
Niggas,
enjoying my
nah,
time. Like, I don't
this
understand how
nigga
you
make
people be like, once I go to sleep, I stay asleep. But getting to sleep and like feeling sleepy, that takes a really long time.
this
I don't
nigga
get how
make
you
me
folks do that shit. That shit just don't make no sense to me.
bro. My nigga be sleep to uh what one?
But man, I'd sleep till 5 if I could. Boy, I just
That
go right back
nigga
to
is
sleep. Fuck you mean? Real
oh
slow shit.
no,
I do not care. I will sleep as long as possible. I sleep as long as
bro. You
possible.
bro, that shit over with, bro. Bro, it don't matter how late I go to bed, bro. I'm waking up at 9 every day.
How? Like I can listen. So that's the difference though. I can I will sleep probably for like 4 hours. And then after that, I'm fighting my brain to just shut off just for a little bit. That's why like I'm always smoking and shit. My brain is it's just always fucking going. I just be like, fuck, man. Like I just need to I get to like a real
Yeah,
good deep sleep and I wake up and it'd be like 3.5, 4 hours later. And then I'm like, all right, let me try and lay back down. And then I'll just be in and out between just fully
yeah.
conscious, just laying there. That shit trash.
I'll be knocked the fuck out, nigga. I can fall asleep in 2 seconds. It's over with, cuz. I'll be in this motherfucker talking right now. I can swear I can fall asleep anywhere. But that's
Damn.
just the problem you gonna have to deal with. But I'm just saying, bro. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you can just go straight back to sleep after that. But I got a question, bro. I don't know if we talked about this shit on this motherfucker,
What's up?
bro. How do you feel about them niggas is can't like basically putting a pause on all Will Smith movies?
I don't think it's real. It make good headlines. There's too much
Yeah.
money that's been spent, especially for the fact like, nigga, he didn't fucking. He's not Harvey Weinstein. He slapped Chris Rock. Like if you niggas don't chill, like again, it makes for really good press. It allows them to play the fucking like morality card. But it's fucking Will Smith. It's his first indiscretion. You're not about to take this nigga's entire livelihood, or not even his entire livelihood, just his next runner up. But like, shit, Kevin Spacey out here fucking still working, booking shit. You niggas just gave a Grammy to Louis C.K. Like, if you niggas don't chill with this shit, like,
Oh, about this shit. Yeah, I'm glad we own this motherfucker because I've been waiting to ask you about that shit. Bro, what the fuck was that about?
well, I didn't hear the album because I didn't even know like he had an
No, I'm
album.
talking about the Louis C.K. shit.
Bro was beating on his dick in front of like he would ask the like chicks from what I've
Talk,
heard
I'm
that's what he
talking
was
about
doing.
the shit. I'm talking about the shit with Chris Rock letting him say the N word.
Oh,
Cause this,
that's it's a
hold on.
larger conversation. It's not just that. That 5 minutes is super wild, but it's like if you were think of it more like a collegiate setting when you were sitting with your contemporaries of that level. When you're sitting with the motherfucking old boy from The Office, the UK version. I can't remember his name right now. I want to say it's Ricky Gervais. It is Ricky Gervais. So you're sitting with the Ricky Gervais, a fucking Jerry Seinfeld. You're Chris Rock. You're Louis C.K. before his downfall. You're fucking titans. You're up there at the same level, even though black comedians or black people probably wouldn't look at all these people at the pantheon of comedians. They're Dave Chappelle level. They're as equal to as to Dave Chappelle when it comes to fucking comedy. So when you sit down with these people and you discuss the language that is used amongst comedians, there's a freedom there that you would expect to be there, like if you were having a true and honest debate in college with somebody. So you may not like somebody using the N word when they're having a debate with you in a true debate setting, not a, oh, I'm trying to teach my homeboy about race. That's not that setting. We're fucking actually in a sociology class breaking down the dichotomy of where fucking the N word came from and the etymology and how it impacts people and what circles and spheres of people actually use it and yada, yada, yada. In that regard, yeah, you're going to have some allowance as a black person to let somebody who's not black speak and be able to either do what is necessary in that moment. Yeah, it's not our job to fucking like justify our existence. But if we're gonna educate people and change fucking minds, there's certain times where yeah, you have to fucking speak up and it seems like you may be justifying yourself, but explanations need to be had because if people don't get taught shit, people still walk around fucking thinking it's okay to fucking say certain shit. Versus in the way that they're having that conversation, Louis C.K. views it like the frat boys who have fucking three black homies. The fucking white kid from fucking Bel Air in the new one. He thinks it's okay to say the N word because it's in all the fucking songs. Because Carlton's his fucking best friend and Carlton's super black. Look at his ass. How can I be racist? So that's why it's like it's that 5 minutes again. Like I said, it's super fucking wild. But that entire episode is just fucking titans of comedy sitting down and actually having an open discussion about their friendship and how they fucking all deal with words and situations. Because the greater conversation was how is comedy at college campuses now? Because that the old shit that happened was before they called it the woke culture. It was cancel culture and the fucking college kids trying to shut down comedians from saying fucking certain shit, or you had to have trigger warnings before your fucking performances. So they were saying that they don't fucking perform at fucking colleges and shit like that. That's like I said, it was a larger discussion that led into some other shit. That's why I'm like, ah. But it's still wild as fuck because I would have been like, yo, bro. But Chris again, like that's his nigga. He knows that guy. Like it's
I
deeper than
don't
that
give
for
a
them.
fuck about none of that shit. If I told you what the fuck, why would you even say it like that?
Because
This
that's
nigga said,
actually how he likes to use the word. He
that's
doesn't
cool.
find the
That's
humor in
great.
the way that you and I would say nigga. He finds the humor in the hard er
So
in those
I'm a nigger,
situations.
so I'm a nigger. I'm like, bruh,
Exactly, exactly.
I would have straight teed off on that nigga and that bitch percent. Me,
Because see,
bro,
that's
why is you testing my motherfucking gangster like this,
and that's
nigga?
the part I didn't like was it's
You
the
hear me?
testing the bullshit is the problem because you didn't have to
That's what
do
I'm
that bullshit.
saying. The conversation is great. So I'm a nigger. And then he laughing, and then the other nigga from what's his name?
Ricky
The
Gervais,
that
the
nigga
English
talking
nigga,
about,
yeah.
yeah, that nigga. Gonna sit here and tell Jerry Seinfeld, because Seinfeld like, whoa, whoa. He like, I don't fuck with none of this shit.
Well, he's a white kid from Brooklyn. That nigga's real name is Jerome. Like he
Exactly,
kind
but
not
hold
like he
on.
kind of understands, but like he might understand a
In
little
the
bit.
hood, fuck with the nigga. Shit, why they had him on the album? Come on now. He already understands. But
They-
let's put it to you like this, bro. Straight up. Let's be real. And you already know Kramer. That Kramer nigga, he had a little issue too not too long ago. Well, it was
oh
a few
yeah,
years back.
we don't fuck with Kramer though. Can't
Yeah,
fuck with
hell,
Kramer.
bitch ass nigga with the bad hair. Nigga, I'd beat your ass if I ever seen you on my mama. But anyways, that shit was fucked up what he said. But back on saying though, he like, whoa, bro, what? But the Gervais guy was like, it's okay because he said some dumb shit. And I'm like, yeah, get this nigga the fuck out of here too. How you gonna
He got one
fight?
of them freebies off.
You feel me? Like what, bro? I was like, bro, I feel what you saying, bro, and basically I understand your stance. I understand the explanation of what was being said and just what was going on. But bro, that shit was that part I seen, even though it was 5 minutes, that was just a little too much. You know what I'm saying? It was just
That's why I'm like that 5 minutes when you don't have the entire conversation, and
it
then
don't
also,
matter.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of for me because like not like I feel like I'm like oh I'm super like versed in like who comedians and all that shit, but like I feel like I take a lot of time to watch comedy fucking specials and shit. I listen to a lot of comedians and shit. So like, and I also like watch their history, so I understand like within their ranks how certain people are viewed. So that's why I'm like to black people when we see this conversation, nobody really in that room is even large enough in the black community to sanction the N word conversation y'all are attempting to have. So that's why I'm like, it looks super crazy, anyways, because Chris Rock isn't looked like in the black community pre slap, post slap, doesn't matter, as the nigga who's okay to give his white friends carte blanche to have a
Oh, for sure.
like theoretical discussion on the usage of the N word on stage and who's allowed to do so. He's not viewed that way. Maybe
Yeah,
Dave
for sure.
Chappelle might get that kind of pass where they're like, oh, and he might have
Man,
navigated that conversation differently.
but
But
you
you see
know,
where
cuz
there's
ain't
the
going.
question exactly. There's the question of how does he navigate that situation? So that's why I'm like for Chris and how the fucking the way it looks, he doesn't have the cachet he thinks he has. But granted, again, he's a free fucking American. You should be having that fucking conversation. Should you have a little bit more control in that conversation? Because niggas is moving a little wild and crazy. Because you letting them have that conversation. They're like, oh yeah, we're going here. Oh yeah, well fuck it, I'm hitting the gas. I'm going all in. Why the fuck not? We're already here. Shit, I got
Oh,
one
you
off.
giving me a pass? You
Yeah,
giving
like
me a pass?
I got one off. I'm already here. Like, and it's on camera. It's not like I can go back. I might as well get as
Well,
many in as I can.
oh, I'm a nigger. Man, them
Exactly.
motherfucking, them white people was slapping their motherfucking knee. You know how, bro? Come on, get the
But
fuck out of here.
again, that's it's just like the will slap. It's an unfair situation because again, I understand the attempt of what Chris is doing because again, he's a legend, and so is every nigga sitting on those couches, even
Yeah,
fucking Louis
that's,
C.K.'s weird ass. All
I,
those
yeah,
niggas are
bro.
legend within comedy, but again, they don't have that cachet within our community and sometimes with other people in the greater public to have that type of conversation with the fucking cavalier
Hey,
nature
look,
they
what my
wanted
nigga was
to.
saying though. My nigga was basically saying like, basically before you had. That's why I called you, bro. So, bro was basically saying like, which I kind of understood his point. He was like, bro, he was like, basically, in Hollywood, bro, in those rooms, bro, there's certain rooms that them type of people, that's that type of they got that type of notoriety or like we not talking about Chris Rock. We talking about the I'm not even gonna say the opposition, but just the other side, right?
Yeah,
Those type of people that's in those rooms and shit, they probably use that shit all the time. And it's like, you know how many times that people like the Denzels or whatever, they probably got to hear that shit, and you got to kind of just like kind of ignore that shit and not let it get under your skin.
that's
And it's
again
like
that's
the reason why a lot of these people like,
professionalism.
nah, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. But bro was like, that's why you and me not in those rooms because it's like nigga, we gonna be like, what the fuck? But
Well,
sometimes you gotta
niggas
basically,
like
hold
that
on,
get weeded
nigga,
out well before you get to the
hold
room.
on, hold on, hold on. It's like, bro, like, but I was saying like, I feel you, but bro, I can't sell my soul, bro.
Well, see, again,
That
this is what I'm saying. Like
that's damn near like,
in
hold
that
on,
particular situation, you not saying something feels like that to you. It's on that level to you.
most definitely,
However,
especially like wearing a dress and shit. If I gotta do that, I'm
again,
not
that
doing
that
it.
is that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. But that's we could do another one on that. Let's just stick on this one.
I just saying, but
I
yeah,
go,
go ahead.
but for these type of situations where you were having a conversation with your contemporaries, this is where like yeah, if you don't say something and you talking with like uh shit, I don't know. I don't know if there's fucking white fucking members in your fucking frat, but say there's white guys in your fucking frat, and you guys are
Couple of
having,
them.
an open and honest discussion. There's a level of like my nigga, I'm gonna give you some leeway to say some shit because we're trying to teach. I'm not saying you giving a nigga the inward pass. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're gonna because some niggas won't even let a nigga ask about fucking like, well, fucking, what really did happen after slavery? Because people don't actually get taught what the fuck actually happened. Like, people
A
don't
lot
know
of
the
them
last
niggas,
fucking
they
slave.
don't they don't take it there.
Bro,
A
Joe
lot of them
Biden
niggas
was
don't take it
fucking
there.
2 months old when the last fucking slave was freed in fucking America.
I
Understand
believe.
that. The
I'm
nigga
just
that's
saying.
president now was 2 months old the last time an actual slave, or at
I'm
least
saying
for modern slavery, was fucking
for your
freed.
for, your- for your comparison, a lot of them niggas won't even go there though. I'm saying it's like it's crazy to me. Like I'm saying y'all having an open dialogue conversation and shit, but it's like, bro, it's you got white people in our fraternity, bro, that won't even flinch it, get an opportunity to say that shit. No matter if we have the conversation or not, niggas know how to articulate themselves in order to get their
Well, that's
point
a
across.
respect to the
You
word
feel me?
and the weight that it has versus, again, you gotta not like a comedian gets a free pass, but a comedian to me, you take the full weight and risk of what motherfucking freedom of speech means. You have access to every word because you're a comedian. That's your fucking job. However, if you say some shit a nigga don't like, we cannot legislate to make it to where people can't hear that shit. No. But if a nigga feel like he might want to fuck you up, that's a risk you gotta take. Just like anybody talking out their motherfucking mouth. You got any right to say what the fuck you want. People have the right to turn you off at will, not by law, or they could tune in. Or some people, like Will Smith and others throughout fucking time, they hear some shit they don't like it, they go punch somebody. That's a fucking thing. It's been a thing for fucking ever. You say some shit a nigga don't like, I'm gonna come fucking see about it. That's what happens. So,
That's what's up, bro. I like to hear your rhetoric, but guess what, bro? I can't wait for some shit like this to happen, and it sting you in the ass. Cause I'm about to be like,
Oh, for me, I'm not. I'm
Oh
not
no.
going. I'm not. I'm
Exactly.
talking
I
about.
want to hear that shit you talking
This is
about.
again. This is why I don't do battle rap. Nigga, not just gonna say something to me crazy in my face. I can't do it after fucking. Especially if I think it's really spicy. Shit, like I said, when I tell you earlier, when people fight, they fight for pride or fucking embarrassment. At this point, I like words. You've used words that if I was not on the receiving end, I would like them. So I know how disrespectful they are. So at this point, we have no options. Especially if I can't think of better words at that point. You know it's got to happen at this point.
Hey, Chris Rock, fuck what this nigga talking about. Listen up, nigga. And I hope you hear this shit. You probably won't, but hey, guess what, man? You take an L in my eyes for that bullshit you let them white boys pull on you, bro. I'm sorry. Mate, you can say this shit is hate speech. It ain't. Y'all niggas was dead wrong for using that shit. And I would have socked that nigga in his motherfucking mouth if he would have said that shit around me on my mama. I'm done with it. I would have beat, bro. I wouldn't even just beat that nigga up. I would have socked that nigga so hard.
Well, see, again, in these situations, do you need to sock him if you can actually articulate your position to get that nigga to back up? Because there's a way to use your words to effectuate the same result. You don't need to punch him because, again, like I said, for the context of the actual discussion they were having, he's not just flying off the rails, just sliding into a hard ER 3 minutes into the fucking conversation like it looks into the video. That shit looks super fucking wild. However, for the actual context of the conversation, nigga, hey, he should have said something like, "Yo, my nigga, chill." Like he should have said something. I don't know how he just let that shit slide like that. That shit was wild.
Like, before I end up popping on this nigga, cause he would have had two times. Say the first time I'm like, all right, bro, I'm on camera. I can't just strangle this nigga. Second time I would have been around. That nigga feet would have been in the air and the chair would have been on the ground. Man, I hit that nigga so hard. Facts, bro. I done did it before. But nah, straight up though, I would have been like, bro, you really about to disrespect me in front of all these folks like this? And then after that, it would have been, you already know, bro. You know how me
Well,
and you get down. Shit, we go, man, you go cuss each other out, then be cool in 2 minutes. But
hey,
that
I'm
situation,
I'm just telling you like this. I'm gonna call that the Cat Williams play. That's one of those. You do that, our people open arms. Motherfuckers that respect what you did, they gonna fuck with you.
you talking
But you
about
go you
black
go
ball.
you gonna have to go independent. You independent,
Yeah,
baby.
thank you. Just because I socked this nigga because he said the N word, bro, I'm gonna get blackballed by Hollywood. Fuck this
Especially at
nigga.
that time, he's a Hollywood darling. You
What's up?
you didn't punch Tom Cruise after Vanilla Sky, nigga.
Fuck that nigga.
You fucking up.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. This is one thing, man. Nigga, you gotta motherfucking make sure whatever the fuck you doing at this moment, bro. When you in business, if you in Hollywood, if you're a rap artist, if you're a NASCAR driver, whatever the fuck that's attached to you, outside of this goddamn nucleus, which is what you do, whether it's the music and all the other shit I just named, you gotta make sure fucking you got shit that's gonna keep that shit running. That nucleus gonna fund, whether it's fucking real estate, whatever. So in case of fucking instance, whether you punk ass niggas try you, you can sock this nigga and not have no fucking hard feelings about this shit. I fired on this.
So
Yep.
this is a lesson. So for
I
me,
fired on this nigga.
this is the Dame Dash lesson. Cause I love to if I could move how Dame moves back in the day before he got clipped, that's the best way to handle
Well,
business.
he got
Cause
shot or something. He got shot.
no, the way that like how I saw how shit went versus like granted I'm not fucking actually in all the meetings and shit, but how it looked like I could tell you which movie to go watch. I could tell you what moment to fucking hey Jay-Z was done with this nigga and all of this shit, and then fucking 2 years later it's like oh Rockefeller's falling apart. Like what happened? It's like oh he was done with you niggas a long time ago. You just didn't see it, but I did. But I was also watching as a fucking fan and shit. But so in this instance, you'd love to move like Dame in the industry. I'm the nigga who spends my money, that makes this money. I'm the hottest commodity out here. I done built all these like subsidiary businesses around me that I don't even need you people. I'm up top. And my man's, he's the number motherfucking one person out here as well. So even if you don't like me, I come with that motherfucker, and you can't get rid of me because I'm with him. However, now you just say you punched that nigga Jay-Z. He's no longer with you no more. We don't have to fuck with you. So all those other businesses that you fuck with that you got, they cool. You eating, but you eating. And you eating by yourself, and that's fine. A lot of people are happy to
Great.
eat by themselves. But it's hard to do a lot of the things that you would like to do on a larger scale
That's what
with
larger scale,
with
nigga. That's why I did the shit I gotta do now.
well,
Shit,
I'm
fuck.
saying
Niggas.
he still seems like because again, I'm a fan of both of these people. So like Dame now, I don't know if you know he got that Fox Soul shit right now. So all those movies that he was doing and all that shit, he got that shit on YouTube. Fucking, I guess he's running shit over there right now. I should let that nigga tell it. But the
Bro,
shit,
I'll take Jern. All right, I'm gonna give you an example, bro, and I'm done with this shit. We can talk about something else. Bro, if it's me and you, bro, we in this fucking room with all these motherfuckers, and we in this bitch, and dude comes to you and spit in your face.
oh, come on now,
I'm
why we have
look
to go there?
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look
I'm
at
gonna break
you.
that nigga knee.
I'm be like
I'm gonna hit him
I'm
with
gonna
the
look at you,
titanium
cuz.
leg, nigga. What are you talking
I'll be
about?
like, it's been a fun ride. And I'm gonna DDT this nigga head into the
Hey,
concrete.
did you see that video of Triple H and Stone Cold from back in the day?
I see
That's
this
exactly how
shit.
we got to do that, nigga. That's how it's
I
got to
shared
go.
this, bro. It's over with.
That's how I got to
Even
go.
the ref got some.
Man, everybody got a little piece. It's like, nigga, what you doing?
Man, I'm gonna look at Cuz. I'm gonna be like, fam, you gonna? I'm not even gonna say nothing. We just going.
Nah,
That's
bro,
it,
that's gonna be a knee jerk reaction. That's like to me, like that's a high sign of disrespect. Like,
nigga.
boy, like
He lucky
by
he
the time
don't
I
get a
see
hot one.
your shit forming to try and do that shit to me, I'm about to be aiming like, hey, I've been practicing this move since I've like my accident and shit. Like, I know how to. I got a very limited amount of skills, but I've been sharpening them bitches, and I'm telling you, I've been waiting to do this when somebody that's really like put me in a position to where legally I'm gonna be okay. Because again, like I said, I'm at a disadvantage. So when they start asking questions like, "So why did you feel like you're at a disadvantage and you look perfectly fine and healthy?" Well, actually, this leg of mine, if you'd like to look up those medical records, I got it. Stop playing with me. This shit is crazy.
Bro, listen, man, bro. I mean, that shit crazy. But anywho, bro, shit. Nigga, what's new?
Oh
Ain't
yeah,
shit what
that
happened?
shit. That I was telling you about that shit earlier. The LA report card.
Yeah, I did
Well,
say something
when I
about
got that shit, I'm gonna pull it up. I got that shit. We just talk about a couple of these names. Some of these people I don't actually know, but hold on.
that. Ugh, slow dookie cheeks.
I
They
think you should
trash.
check some of these people out though, cause you know like Bino and Blast and shit like that.
Oh, and them niggas on there?
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, it's a list of some people. Are like, matter of fact, let's talk about your boy G Perico.
That's my nigga.
That nigga got a C plus.
C plus.
Exact. Hey, you know what? That nigga said he was just happy to be mentioned, but that's how like a lot of these niggas have been reacting.
Oh
Cause
God.
how many A's are on this report card? There's one A. Who got the Tyler the Creator got an A, and that nigga just won a Grammy. However, technically for this list, even though he's putting on in the current era, so that's most likely why oh boy put him on this list. Tyler and Vince Staples didn't need to be on this list because they're not new LA. Them niggas, they've been established, but they're currently
They
working in the current market. So I get it. Or like
they
even
should.
G Perico, he been around at least from my knowledge. I've been
He,
knowing about that nigga for a
nah,
minute.
nah. He had some takes for a long time, but I'm like, bro, he really just now getting the buzz, so he definitely got to be on there.
Or what's his name? One Take Jake is on here.
Was
Have you heard
Rimble
that?
on there?
Yeah, Rimbo's on here. Roddy Rich is on
RJ
here.
from LA?
No, he said he was gonna do a like a 2010s version of RJ and Mustard and fucking YG niggas like that would be on part on them. That one hand.
Oh, okay. Why the fuck did G Perico get a C plus?
So G Perico. So the way it breaks down is lyricism, impact, cadence, flow, catalog, consistency, music videos, beat selection. branding, originality, versatility. That gets you your overall grade. So G Perico, he got a
It's a
seven
B
for lit.
plus.
Nah, he got a C plus. You said at least a B plus.
Ugh.
Okay, so he gave him a 7 for lyricism, a 7 for
This nigga ain't got
impact.
no good lyrics. He ain't no lyricist. But all
He
right.
got a 10 for cadence, a 9 for flow. He got a
Okay.
5 for catalog because it is kind of lacking. He doesn't have a deep discography, like, or at least it's
That nigga got
available.
like
That's
that nigga got
available
like he got
compared
like
to.
8 albums on YouTube. I mean on Apple Music.
Oh well, shit.
Look,
I don't know. Then I don't know
nigga,
what the fuck he compared it to. Because from what I
I
can
don't know.
find, I'm like, I'm not finding all that other shit. Okay, all right. So the discography's kind of deep. His consistency at 10. Oh, you know why he has those 8? Oh boy said this because I was watching an interview on No Jumper when they was
Hold on.
pressing that nigga
One,
about this.
two, three, four, five, six, seven,
All
eight,
them bitches
nine,
came out last year though,
10, 11.
or most of them bitches came out
Nah.
last year.
No, look, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2017, 2018,
Oh, okay.
2019, 2021,
So yeah,
21,
okay.
20.
That's why his consistency is a 10. He got a 10 for the consistency.
Yeah. He ain't get this nigga who made the list, bruh.
Hey, what's
Come
his name?
on.
Deshaun Paul from All Day LA. But
Yeah. Hey, nigga, squabble him, G Rico. Fuck.
well, nah, he played it cool, but there's niggas is outside and upset about this shit. Music videos, he got a 7. Beat selection, he got a 7. His branding's a 10. Originality's an 8, and his versatility's a 6. So that got him an overall C plus. Boy got a
Bro,
78 on his report card.
that shit lame as hell. I think the versatility should have been like a 4, but everything else should have been like
You
8,
know he's gonna
8.
have a fucking way lower fucking grade now with 4 versus what he gave
What
him.
I'm saying. Well, hold on. He got a 7, so everything else, 8s and 9s and the 10s and shit, and 1 4.
So exactly how you explained it, because niggas really like he. This is why your mama was on your ass for your report card when we was little niggas. We just never understood why we either couldn't get up or why
The
when we was.
average.
Well, no, exactly, but how much effect a lower number has versus a big number. So that 4 is gonna weigh heavier for some reason than a fucking a 10 because when you got a
What's
B, oh,
how many categories is? I'm about to do the math. Cause they got my nigga fucked up.
you got 11 category.
So let's say he got all 9s, 9, 11, and
Damn,
then
you
he
gonna
got.
get this nigga all 9s? You cheating? You putting this nigga on Madden?
First of all, that nigga had a couple 10s, 9s, and he had like a 7. Come on, bro.
Couple
Hold
tens,
up.
nines. He got one, two, three, four. He got two tens. No, three tens and a 9. Three tens and a 9. He got four sevens, a 5, an 8, and a 6. Yeah, this boy Rainbow score just dead from fucking just two
They mad.
sixes and a 3, killing
They
this nigga
mad.
Rimble.
They mad at that nigga for the stink team.
Oh yeah, they put that nigga out.
They mad at that nigga for the stink team action.
I watched them videos, so I was like, damn,
They
street
mad because
politics is so fucking. That's a lot of shit to keep up with.
shit,
Shit to keep up with.
too much drama, bro.
Like even West Side Boogie, I didn't think he needed to be on here. Like it's a good look. Obviously, I fuck with Boogie, but it's just another name that I feel like has been putting in steady work that has a name that would be considered like shit. I feel like he not put a nigga on, but like, hey, he can get the nigga going that wasn't going. I feel like he's at least reached that level.
That nigga got bars.
But like, I've never heard of Baby Stone Gorillas. I have to.
I think that's like a gang though.
I thought that was Blue Bucks Clan. I thought that was a gang too. I was like, I don't know who the fuck this is neither. There's a lot
Crazy
of
though.
people on here I didn't know. I didn't know who Airplane James was either. But he got a B minus. That's what I'm saying. He got a better grade than your boy G Perico. Who
Crazy.
else got a better grade? Westside Boogie got a B. We already covered Tyler. Am I tripping? Is that did he? Yeah, he gave Vince Staples an F.
Oh, you a hater. Y'all niggas be hating on bro. Oh, why? Because you don't put out no music like that, dude.
Yeah, consistency's a six. Is it a six?
That nigga really ain't consistent,
Yeah,
man.
six. That shit funny as fuck. He gave mad F's out. It's funny because it's like, yo, you put them on the card and then you gave him a bad grade.
Them niggas gonna be trying to get free squabbles off that nigga ass. On my mother.
Oh,
Straight
they been
up.
on this nigga head since this shit came out, my nigga. This
I
nigga done
still you
done.
get up, nigga.
He done done a no
Uh-huh.
jumper interview. Niggas done fucking. I guess them Twitter rooms are like it's kind of popular out here in LA. So like
Them
niggas really
spaces
doing that shit in them spaces and shit.
with
So
that
like
shit. That shit
niggas making
love.
spaces about this nigga and how he fucking coming. They upset about his attitude. When I was watching that video, I was like, especially because the first video I saw was like just a little 8 minutes of him defending himself. I'm like this little sassy motherfucker. You just a too smart ass nigga fucking with these thugs making these report cards. You don't know what you're playing with. Like that shit's just crazy. But then
Fuck.
but then I watched the hold on, I watched the whole actual interview, and I'm like, oh yo, that 8 minutes makes you look super wild. You look crazy. The entire interview,
He
you
talking
make a
shit.
did like you make a lot more sense because it's not like he was hating, but he's putting pressure on these people because it's like I see you, and if I have a voice big enough to actually put this much light on just this report card and your name, and that means I want you to do better. It's not me just giving you an F to shit on you. It's an F because I've seen better and I want better for you, and you can do better because shit. Look at this person, and I gave this person an A. This is why there's clear criteria to how you can get to an A. It's like if people are gonna have fucking a voice or actually the thing that we don't have in the modern music industry, which is artist development, the only way you're gonna get here is this shit. Because you don't
You know
have
what
your
I like
homeboys fucking telling you trash and that shit's whack. They just hype it up and then they're like, oh well we can sell it. And then shit,
I
you
like
fizzle
about G
out.
Perico, bro. That nigga, every interview I done seen him in, bro. That nigga ass had a positive attitude
He
about
didn't
whatever.
he didn't go through some shit. That nigga just happy
You
to
know
be
what I'm
here.
saying? So the niggas is like, bro, I'm just happy to be on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Ain't even complaining, cuz. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, man, I'm happy to be on the list, bro.
just happy to
Yeah.
be here. I'm like, hey man, I can't hold a nigga that's just happy to be here. Like it just especially when for me at least how I've come across his music, I wasn't fucking with that shit at first because it was to me it's a little sloppy. Like you ain't really you still got the training wheels on. You ain't really got to where it could really speak to me. At this point though, oh you got your shit buttoned up. You know what type of beats. You make the right type of records. You fucking with the right type of features because that shit you did with Rimble. I was like, oh man, both you niggas killed that shit. That shit fire as fuck. I really fuck with this song. So it's like you figured out how to make the shit better. Like even with YG, I liked YG shit before when he was pushing Zinc. That shit was hard. That relax, all that fucking shit. That Amy, that shit was slaps. The other shit, I'm like, I'm I'm bullying, Big back being bullying, all that shit. I was like, it's all right. I couldn't really fuck with that. Fucking with me.
You're
Let's-
crazy.
But yeah, man, that was it. That was just a few of these folks on here. I just wanted you to see this car because this shit was just funny as fuck. Niggas was upset about this.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I'm about to end this shit. I'm about to hop off.
Sleeping in a motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap.
Take your ass to sleep.
All right.